Hello, guys. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to sportsbookraeview.com. Natalie Van Rijstrom here. And today is the Best Bets show. It's a time when we come together and we put all our favorite bets from the top 5 football leagues together. If you know or don't know, these two boys here write articles for us over at Odds Market, also at Sportsbook Review. And they look at all the leagues, Champions League, Europa League, and then obviously the top 5 leagues as well. So this is just a great time to collect them as we head towards the weekend and share them with you guys. This show in total, I'm going to bring up the profit in a second. But let us welcome here. We've got Alex from Need for Tips and sports writer, a man who knows pretty much every single sport there is to know. That is Martin Green. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing? Martin, if you don't know, is immersed in Cheltenham right now. How's everything going over there?
Yeah, it's been a really good week. Bryony Wright made history today by becoming the first female jockey to win a Grade 1 race at Cheltenham over jumps, which was all very exciting. We've actually had quite a lot of favourites come in the last couple of days, so there's been a lot of happy punters. And yeah, it's all gearing up for a thrilling final day. There's no clear leader in the leading jockey race or the leading trainer race, so it could be Willie Mullins, Nicky Henderson, Gordon Elliott. They're all in with a shout, and yeah, it's all shaping up to be a great final day. But it's been a good week so far, and the weather hasn't affected things too badly.
Okay, I was reading about Storm Gareth. That's he's gone, has he? The Storm, and races are going forward.
He's still doing his thing a little bit, but he's kind of avoided Cheltenham. It's not been too bad. He kind of blew my coffee over earlier, but apart from that, I don't think he's been knocking buildings down or anything like that. We're not under siege here. It's not a proper hurricane, so we're all good.
Good. And Alex, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. The Europa League today, great card. I loved it. We previewed it with Chef Michael on Tuesday. We gave some great tips, already winning some of them. But I really love the weekend cards too. So I hope you guys join us and hear what we have to say.
Yeah, just looking now, Chelsea obviously beating Dynamo Kiev 3-0. I think they won the first leg, didn't they? 3-0 as well. So looking to repeat, or if not more. Also, Arsenal hosting Rennes. Any tips that we can jump on, Alex, in the second form of the fixtures there?
Yeah, I think that Arsenal will qualify. The starting 11 looks great. The odds dropped for Arsenal to qualify from 2.1 to 1.9 right now. The lineups look amazing. They are going to attack from the first minute, but I think that Martin should have more about this match than me.
Yeah, I wrote an article for Sportsbook Review on Europa League actually, and I suggested Arsenal to qualify. You could get a great price of 2.1 on that. I'm not surprised to see it's gone in actually, because you know, when it was 11 versus 11 in France last week, Arsenal were by far the better team, 1-0 up and cruising. It all went wrong when Socrates got sent off. But yeah, if they can get an early goal tonight and set them on their way, I think they could go on and beat Rennes here and get through. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I see Inter, your favourite team, Alex, is playing. No bets on them?
Actually, I'm on Eintracht Frankfurt to qualify from there. I'm fading Inter Milan today. I think that Eintracht Frankfurt are the best side between the two right now. The three guys from in front are absolutely sensational. Big worry for me is that Ante Rebic is injured and he will not play. But Jovic and Haller should get the job done in Italy, and I think that they have pretty good chances to qualify further.
All right, great stuff. Let us kick off. Obviously, we're missing Stuart again. Personal reasons, he will be back next week, but he did write down his tips. So I will share those with you guys as well. Obviously, just 5 Premier League matches on the cards for the weekend. There's a couple I really love that I'm going to share with you guys. First one, Bournemouth versus Newcastle. And for those who quite fancy taking a bit more of a risk, Newcastle 3.9, but I'm going to play Newcastle and the draw at 1.85. Flash on Premier League punters is actually taking that price of 3.9. Can you believe it? Almost a similar price, Alex, to one of your accumulator bets, which actually right after this show over on Odds Market, we will be looking at Alex's ACCAs for the weekend. So hopefully you guys can catch us. But I'm playing Newcastle and the draw. Just one loss in 4. Obviously, Bournemouth picked up their first win, but that was playing Huddersfield. I don't think that's fully counted. Newcastle and the draw, 1.85. Next, we've got West Ham versus Huddersfield. Another bet that I really like as well. Martin is also on this one. West Ham, you can get the price of 1.59. What are you going for, Martin?
Yeah, that price has been dropping on West Ham over the past couple of days. It still does look pretty attractive, just a straight West Ham win. They've won their last 2 home games. They've frustrated fans with their inconsistency this season. But against Huddersfield, who are rock bottom of the league and in dreadful form, they really should be able to sweep them aside. I might just go for the bet that offers a bit more value. West Ham and the under 4.5 goals at 1.83.
The Martin Classic is being whipped out. Again, not sure. You look at Huddersfield; they just cannot score. I'm gonna play. I like 2 bets for this one. I like West Ham in the over 1.5 goals odds of 2, and I like West Ham -1 2.06. My best bet is West Ham -1 at 2.06. I think it's probably gonna be something like 2-0. But I love your Martin Classic there, Martin.
Thank you.
Fulham versus Liverpool. I'm glad you're on this one, Martin, because I really want to know what you're on. I obviously wanted to wait and see what happened in their Champions League game. They are through. Can you believe it? Very exciting times. What are you going for?
Yeah, it was a very good performance from Liverpool, wasn't it? But it just shows how far the Bundesliga has fallen. Tottenham destroyed Borussia Dortmund. Liverpool just killed Bayern Munich. They're not the Bayern of old. The Premiership is far too strong for these leagues at the moment. But yeah, I think that should give Liverpool plenty of confidence. They'll be a little bit tired from their endeavours out in Munich, but I still think they'll have enough energy about them to take out Fulham. The Cottagers have got the worst defensive record in the league this season, shipped 63 goals in 30 games, which is dreadful. It's not the sort of form that you want to be in when you're facing Mane, Salah and Firmino, especially when they're chasing the title. So Liverpool -1.5 Asian handicap for me, 1.8.
All right.
Last time we had 4 Premier League teams in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It was a Premier League winner, so maybe this time also it will happen the same thing. But tomorrow at 2 p.m., 1 p.m. GMT, the Champions League draws will happen and the Europa League draws. So wait for Martin's articles on oddsmarket.com for an update with those draws.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Alex. I will add that to my long list of articles to write.
Martin's like, yay. Yeah, well, it's like, obviously, favourites is Man City. Are we on the favourites? Obviously, they're looking to, win the title again, Premier League title here. Would they get your money?
Maybe. I mean, they destroyed Schalke, didn't they? 7-0. You can't argue with that sort of form. Just depends how tired they are from the running in the Premiership. But Guardiola's got a big squad. He's rotating players. Yeah, I think of the English teams, it's obviously Man City and Liverpool. I think are a cut above Tottenham and Man United for me. But obviously, Juventus looking very strong now with Ronaldo.
Juventus, Barcelona also, because Messi and the company destroyed also Lyon yesterday 5-1.
Yeah. Everyone's going to want to get Ajax or Porto, aren't they? If you get Ajax or Porto, you're thinking you're in the semis.
Exactly. It's a really fun Champions League, I have to say. I'm dying to see the draw. All right, just one from Ligue 1, and we have got it OGC Nice versus Toulouse. Martin and Stuart are on this one. Stuart is going for Toulouse to win at 3.96 with Pinnacle. Martin, what do you like?
Yeah, I'm going for Toulouse to lose because I think Nice can have this one. Both of these teams are inconsistent. Both of these teams have patchy form, but Nice have been pretty good at home this season. They beat Strasbourg in their last home match. and they beat Lyon in the home game before that. So 2 home wins in a row. Both of these teams are sort of languishing in mid-table, but Nice have a better record. They're a better team on paper, so I'm going against Stuart on this one. 2.2 on the home win.
All right. Over now in Bundesliga, and it's Augsburg versus Hanover. And I'm almost thinking Stuart has typed it down wrong. He's going for the home side at odds of 1.65. Can you believe? So it just goes to show sometimes he does not go for those crazy odds. If he was here, I know he would be saying it is all about the value, and he's a system better. He uses a system that he has built, and he's been in profit every single season. So Augsburg at 1.65 obviously has a lot of value in that one. All right, Schalke versus Leipzig now. Schalke obviously hobbling into this match in the Bundesliga. Martin, what do you like?
Hobbling is right, Natalie. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? How this team is up against Man City in the Champions League. It was the biggest mismatch I've seen. 7-0, but it could have been 10. And they're having a horrible season. They're languishing near the bottom of the Bundesliga table. I think they've lost 4 or 5 in a row now. Their form's been absolutely abysmal, and they should be really low on confidence after that defeat. So, yeah, I fancy RB Leipzig to go there and get a win. 2.07 I've got. Looks like a very good set of odds on the away team there.
It certainly is. Alex, are you on the Leipzig train?
They conceded 21 goals over the last 5 matches across all competition. That means averaging on 4 point something. I don't know. 4.2, but I think that they will contribute on the scoreboard because they have Brel and Bolo back, and I think that that's a good thing for them. He was injured a long period of time, and now he's back with goals because he scored in 2 matches since he came back, and I think that he will help Schalke to contribute on the scoreboard in front of their fans because Schalke are just 4 points above the relegation zone, and they desperately need the point. So both teams to score for me at 1.8.
Okay, nice odds there. Next, we have got 3 Bundesliga matches. Hertha Berlin, Borussia Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen, Werder Bremen, and Eintracht Frankfurt versus Nuremberg, all from Alex. What are you going for?
Oh yeah, I love the Bundesliga card this weekend. I don't have anything from Liga and from the Premier League, but I love Bundesliga and Serie A. I think that Dortmund is back. I think that again they will play very offensive. Last time they played Stuttgart, they won 3-1, not with let's say. Without problems, because they had problems at the end. Stuttgart managed to score the equalizer goal, and after that Dortmund came back with 2 goals. But they played Alcacer, they played Reus, Götze, Sancho in the starting 11, and I think that again they will do the same thing because they need this win. Bayer are equal on points with them, but obviously in first place because of the goals difference. So Dortmund for me at 1.87, despite Hertha being one of the not so pleasant opponents for Dortmund lately.
All right, and Leverkusen, Werder Bremen.
Leverkusen, Werder Bremen, I think that it will be a Bundesliga classic. It will be a high-scoring affair between 2 great attacking sides. Werder Bremen is the only team in Bundesliga who scored in every single match since the start of the season. Leverkusen are great going forward lately. They are playing at home, and I think that we'll see a high-scoring affair there. So the only Alex Classic of the day, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.83.
All right. I think if there was no Alex Classic, I think we would feel at a loss. Stuttgart versus Hoffenheim. Martin.
Sorry, I just put that one in there because I was meant to put a yes by it, and I heard Alex talking about the Alex Classic, and I was like, I've got an Alex Classic in the Bundesliga, and that was it. So apologies about that, but yeah, I am going for that bet there, 1.72. Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals happens every time Hoffenheim play.
There we go. And I think as we sort of get, the season, we're sort of getting towards the end of the season. There's a lot of sort of trends and things like that we're following. We've jumped on it and now making money. So yeah, Hoffenheim, both teams score over 2.5 goals. Very nice bet indeed. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Nuremberg, Alex.
Eintracht Frankfurt, third attack in Bundesliga, and between the three players that I mentioned earlier, Jovic, Haller, and Ante Rebic, they scored together 35 goals. Rebic will be fully fit for this match for sure. He was about to be fully fit also about Inter, but I think that they don't want to risk anything there. Nuremberg, last place in the standings, worst team, worst attack in the league with just 19 goals in 25 matches. Eintracht are on fire right now. They are fighting for the Champions League spots. They are just 3 points behind Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach, who have a really poor period lately. So Eintracht can profit from this and close the gap on them, or even equal them on points. I have Eintracht Frankfurt halftime, full-time at 2.05.
Sweet. All right. Moving over to Italy now. And we've got Cagliari versus Fiorentina again. Alex, what are you on?
I'm on the away side. Fiorentina winless in their last 3 matches. Lost the match against Atalanta. Great match against Atalanta. 1-1 against Lazio last time out. They also lost one of their important players there, Federico Chiesa, but they still have plenty of firepower for Cagliari. Cagliari are a decent home side, but the value here is on Fiorentina at 2.3.
All right, going for Fiorentina. Nice. Those are nice odds as well. Spal versus Roma now. Martin.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of new manager syndrome going on at Roma there, since the legendary Claudio Ranieri traded Fulham for Roma. What a swap that was! He was going to be relegated with Fulham to the Championship, but instead he's going for the top 4 in Serie A. And they won their first game in charge with him, and I think they can go and beat Empoli on the road, 1.87.
Sweet. And then we've got Torino, Bologna, Alex.
I really don't understand why they price Torino at 1.95. They don't miss any of their important players. They are playing at home. They are in an incredible form. Most of all at home, they are rarely conceding goals. They have one of the best defensive side at home. They are coming after 5 wins at home. Absolutely amazing at 1.95 against Bologna, who are poor travelers. They are traveling very, very bad. And I really don't know the odds, but I will take that. Thank you, bookies.
And next, actually, as well, Genoa versus Juventus. Funny to... Oh, no, your name is on there. Oh, my name is supposed to be there. Yeah. I was like, oh, Martin's not... I was like, Martin's not on this one. And that's interesting. I'm here alone. But I was looking at your yes and not my yes. I'm on this one too. So Stuart's on this one.
What are you going for, Natalie? What's your bet on this one?
I am going for... Well, very quickly, I'll start with Stuart. And Stuart is going for just the Juventus win at 1.55. I actually completely agree with him as far as value goes. But I'm just going to push it. I'm going to do Juventus -1 at 1.99. Juventus are winning. I have to say their last game 4-1. It was about the only first time that the Martin Classic did not come through. Was it five goals in total?
I was devastated. When do Juventus ever score 4 goals? That's I suppose I'll take it because it comes in every other time. So over the course of the season, it's made me a lot more than that one loss. But yeah, I was very, very surprised to see that from Juventus, particularly when they had a massive Champions League game coming up in the week. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're supposed to sit back and protect your league. This is what Juventus do. So yeah,
you know what happened? You know what happened there? they played many of their bench players, and they wanted to show what they're capable of, and
Got a bit carried
they
away.
absolutely destroyed their opponents. Yeah, absolutely. If I was in Natalie's place right now, I wouldn't play Juventus -1 on the Asian handicap. I would play Juventus and over 1.5 goals in the match.
All right. Thank you for that. I like the Juventus -1, I have to say. What you think? They're at least going to win by 1 goal. I think they're going to win by 2. I think we're looking at a 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, something like that. You don't think so?
I don't know what to say, how they will feel after this Champions League win, how much they partied after the match with Atletico. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, though, I would probably play more with the under 4.5 goals. Is that what you're going for, Martin?
Exactly.
Actually, no, I'm on a similar sort of page to you, Natalie, but I'm being a little bit more cautious. I'm going for Juventus -0.75 Asian handicap. I've just been a little bit put off my my Martin Classic on Juventus after what they did last time. So I think -0.75, I get odds of 1.75, and if they, if they can't get the job done, then that just will be very strange, because Juventus are a far better team and they should go and win there.
Well, Martin, you've got a ton of profit from this season, so if it is a losing bet, I'm sure it won't hurt your bank balance too much.
Hopefully not. No. Hopefully we'll have a few winners this weekend.
All right, next is Atalanta versus Chievo, and again, no surprise to see Alex's name on this one.
I absolutely love Atalanta. You know me. This
know you.
season, they are one of my favorite sides. The second attack in Serie A. They are absolutely phenomenal going forward. And I'm going with Atalanta halftime, full time. Let me find the odds. 1.72 against a very, very poor Chievo side who are gonna relegate and play in a Serie B next season.
Yeah. I have the same bet as you, Alex. Atalanta, halftime, full-time, 1.75 I have. That's with Unibet. Again, having a great season, home advantage. 44 points there, just 3 points from 5th Roma, which is interesting. And then obviously Chievo right at the bottom of the table. I think Atalanta should win this comfortably as well. All right, next we have got AC Milan versus Inter Milan. Martin is daring to play that match. What are you going for?
Yeah, this should be a great game for AC Milan. They're in excellent form. They're the nominal home team. I know these teams share a stadium, so they're both the home team, but it'll be the AC Milan fans that are in the ascendancy. They'll have all the majority of the stadium packed out with red and black, and they're just in very good form, aren't they? They're playing well. They've surged above Inter in the table, up to third. I think they could probably finish third at this rate. Inter have got a lot of problems off the field with Mauro Icardi. They're missing a striker really in his absence. I think they'll find goals to come by. I think they could just win it, but I'm going to go draw no bet on AC Milan, because you can get odds of 1.82 on that. And I think that's good.
Nice.
It will not. Sorry, Natalie. It will not be a surprise if we will see Icardi in the starting 11 against Milan, and his wife and also his agent, because she's taking care also of the house things, also about the papers things. She said that Icardi wants to stay also next season to AC Milan, and Spalletti is now in a difficult position, and he might call him for this Milan derby. I think very, very important for both sides. Doesn't matter the place on the standings they are in right now, but even that, they are both playing for a Champions League spot, separated by just 1 pointer. But it's also the pride, because Derby della Madonnina is always a huge chance for the fans to love their team more. So I think that we might see a chance for Mauro Icardi to play, and even without him, I'm leaning towards both teams to score in that one. Just a little.
All right. Real Sociedad versus Levante, and Stuart is on the away side, 4.3 with Pinnacle. Next we have got Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo.
Yeah, I'm on that one, and I think we've got another case of new manager syndrome there. This is a huge game for Real Madrid's players after Zinedine Zidane took the reins once more. He walked out in the summer because they wouldn't accept his demands, and it's been an utter disaster without him. Now he's gone back to lead them back to glorious heights once more, and there's a lot of players that are going to be playing for their futures now. Might give the likes of Isco another go. Sergio Ramos and Marcelo wanted to leave, but now they might be given a lifeline. It's going to be really interesting to see who steps up to the plate. And I think we'll see a real rally from Real Madrid in this game. I think they could go and blow Celta Vigo out of the water. So I am going to go for Real Madrid to win at half-time and at full-time in this game at 1.73, which I think is good odds because I think there's a lot of players with a point to prove, and they've got a manager that they need to impress. So I think they can go out there and attack from the first minute. And it could be a tough afternoon for Celta Vigo.
Yeah. Any thoughts on what's happening with Bale? Does anybody know? It's sort of not looking certain.
He's not keen on Bale. He doesn't like him. I think he wanted to sell him in the summer and keep Ronaldo, but the president, Perez, overruled him because Bale's a Perez signing. He wanted to prove that the Welshman's a very good player, but it hasn't really worked out like that. He keeps suffering injuries. The fans don't like him. And I think it's time for Real Madrid to go and buy some Galacticos. They haven't bought anyone of that nature since James Rodriguez in 2014. And they need to free up a bit of room on their wage bill. Problem is anyone going to take Bale? He's about to turn 30. You might have to pay £90 million just to sign him. He's got huge wages, so he might have to stay there by default. And then it's going to be a question of whether Zidane's actually going to get the best out of him. It might just be that he puts him on the bench for most of the season. But I think they'll go out and buy some real big players in the summer as they try to get back and challenge Barcelona again and conquer Europe once more.
Yeah. It would be great if he came back to the Premier League, I have to say. But and it'd be a shame as well if I like Bale, to be honest with you. But hopefully he won't just be relegated to the bench. What do you think, Alex?
Well, 90 millions, nobody will pay 90 millions for Bale. Doesn't matter where he wants to go. Even a Premier League team right now will not pay 90 millions for Bale. I think that Zidane will still want to sell him, and he will sell him even cheaper than everyone is expecting right now. He simply hates him, like Martin specified, and I think that better to sell him with 45, 50 than to have him on the bench all season long, and play him 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the end of every match. And because more than that, also his teammates have problems with him. Marcelo, Sergio Ramos hates the fact that he doesn't talk after so many years Spanish. He wants to communicate with them in English, and this is a shame for such a player. Great talent. I think that he will be back in the Premier League next season.
Yeah. Right. Let's go Bilbao versus Atletico Madrid. That is me. Athletic Bilbao, Atletico Madrid. That is me. I'm going for the away win, 2.25. Probably looking even like a draw no bet, but I like the odds there. 4 back-to-back La Liga wins, and obviously they did just lose their Champions League spot, but I think they'll want to get back to winning ways. 2.25 Atletico Madrid. Eibar versus Real Valladolid, and all three of us are on this one. Martin, what do you like?
I'm just going for a straight Eibar win here, 1.66. I don't really want to start messing around with goals or anything like that. I think they're the better team. They're good at home. And Valladolid are having a poor season, so I think that should be a home win all day long, 1.66.
Yeah, I'm as well, I have to say, on the home win, 1.66. Amazing at home, 4th best in the league, and against a team who haven't won in 6. 1.66 Eibar win. What do you want, Alex?
I'm on the same page, 1.66, great value on home win. And I forgot to put my name on Atletico Madrid because actually I have 10 bets. I'm just watching my paper and I don't understand why I forgot that. Great value on Atletico Madrid at 2.25. Huge value.
Perfect stuff. There is an echo, Rafa. I don't know if you can hear that. You can. You're typing. Okay. Well, we will continue. Next, we have got Valencia versus Getafe. Alex, what do you like?
I like both teams to score at 2.14. Yeah, I hear myself badly back from the start of the show. So Valencia with Getafe, both teams to score at 2.14. Getafe are brilliant lately. And Valencia are back in top shape there. We should see a nice game between two great sides right now. Two sides in top shape. So both teams to score at 2.14 looks incredible.
Okay, both teams to score. Martin, you're also on that match.
I'm on the exact same bet. Valencia, Getafe, both teams to score 1.75. Both teams have been fine form in front of goal, but both teams conceding a lot. So, yeah, couldn't agree more.
All right. And finally, Millwall versus Brighton. Martin. Snuck that one in.
On the sheet, I saw that there was the opportunity for a bonus FA Cup bet. I actually quite like Man United to beat Wolves on the road as well. Very good odds on that. But my favourite one would have to be Brighton to beat Millwall on the road. Brighton are in very good form. Won their last couple of games in the Premiership. I know Millwall won last time out. They've been in terrible form in the Championship. Lost 3 on the bounce before that. You can get odds of 2.22 on the away win Brighton there, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, sweet. Bonus FA Cup. The good thing is they can't hear our echo, which is great because it's quite loud from where we are. But that's great if you guys can't hear it. All right, guys, let us run through our bets headed into the weekend. And if you've got a banker or two-team parlay, Alex, what have you got?
Schalke Leipzig both teams to score at 1.8. Dortmund to win at 1.87. Leverkusen Werder Bremen Alex Classic at 1.83. Eintracht halftime full-time at 2.05. Fiorentina 2.3. Torino 1.95. Atalanta halftime full-time 1.75. Atletico Madrid at 2.25. Eibar at 1.66. Valencia versus Getafe, both teams to score at 2.15, 2.14, and my banker is Dortmund to win away at Hertha at 1.87, and my parlay is Torino to win at 1.95 and Eibar to win at 1.66.
Wonderful stuff. Martin, what are you going for this weekend?
West Ham and under 4.5 goals versus Huddersfield at 1.83. Liverpool minus 1.5 Asian handicap against Fulham at 1.8. Nice to beat Toulouse 2.2. RB Leipzig to beat Schalke 2.07. Alex Classic in the Stuttgart versus Hoffenheim game 1.7. Roma to beat Empoli 1.87. Juventus minus 0.75 Asian handicap versus Genoa at 1.75. I think I'll make that banker. AC Milan draw no bet against Inter 1.82. Eibar to beat Valladolid 1.67. Real Madrid half-time full-time 1.73 against Celta Vigo. Both teams score in the Valencia versus Getafe game. And then a bonus FA Cup bet, Brighton to beat Millwall at Den 2.22. For a double, maybe like Real Madrid and Liverpool.
Liverpool. What's the straight odds on Real Madrid?
1.3.
Probably not very high. Probably about 1.25 or something.
All right, I'm going for West Ham minus 1, 2.06. Newcastle in the draw 1.85. Atletico Madrid win 2.25. Eibar win 1.66. Atalanta halftime full-time 1.75. Juventus minus 1 at 1.99. My two-team parlay is Juventus and Eibar. And then my banker is West Ham minus 1 at 2.06. All right, guys, best bet show in the bag. Head on over Odds Market. In a few minutes, we will be starting the Odds Market. Alex Acker headed into the weekend. Hope to give you some ideas if you're looking to parlay bets any ideas to stick those in and increase your odds. All right, guys, Alex, Martin, thank you. And
Thank you.
thanks everyone watching. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.